Right, hello everyone. Furina has returned. Naturally, I've got to do another blank experience. Now, I already have her, so this video will be a bit like the Nahida experience, where it's more along the lines of me getting her C2 instead. Because I looked into it, and out of her weapon and getting her to C2, C2 is much better. Because C1 basically gives an increase in fanfare, I'll explain that in a bit, and also just using it straight away gives her fanfare. I suppose that's the more important part of it. And then C2 literally just increases her maximum health during the burst time, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, yeah, during the fanfare, when you get fanfare points. And not only that, the amount of fanfare you get is increased even more upon character's health changing. Now, because I use these 4 characters, Furina's the only one that really heals. That is unless I had Zhongli C6, but I don't have a single constellation on him. So it means that I don't have anything to regain the health of characters. Meaning that, well, to explain this part of course, whenever you use the burst, the fanfare points, which are what you need, it, gives you damage boosts, that kind of stuff. If, for example, I haven't been healing my characters, there's a point where her skill doesn't really take away any more health, and the whole point of this burst is to give you a damage boost upon your health changing, and the only time, especially with a team of Zhongli, that the health would change is because of Furina. And if I want to do damage, it will be when these things are taking away the health. And so, sorry if this is a bit confusing, but it's kind of where burst ends up not giving any damage bonus most of the time. Of course, this can be solved if I have a healing character, but because of C1, it means I will always have that damage boost, no matter what. And then C2 means it's even better. So that's why C2 is even better than getting her weapon. Let's see here. What's that? 6 pity. And I have to get a C2. I have a lot of wishes, so I'm not worried about not getting it, but let's see how quickly I can get it. Alright. Actually, I might just skip it whenever it's a 4-star. Oh, Rosaria. Never used her. Oh, Garming. I think I already have him like C3 or something. Oh, hi, truck. Garming again. Might just get him C6 at this point. Bizarre again. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what Rosaria does. Like, that's how little I know about that. Right, this should be a 5-star. I haven't really been counting. Okay, nice. I really haven't been keeping track of the pity or anything. Oh, there's the first Furina. And 2 4-stars that I never use. Right. Another Rosaria. Oh, and I got a C6, okay. Gotta love it when you get a C6 character that you don't use. Okay. I get the Rosaria of course, one of the ones that you're more likely to get, but come on man. At least give me Garming. Okay. No, well, who I also have C6. Oh wait, yeah, Garming's literally the only 4-star there that I don't have C6. Two Noels who have... okay. Poiverse is really pulling the Tim Sweeney here. Well, there we go. That's the end of the mission then. Alright, so yeah, there's our C2. Oh, C5. Alright. Oh yeah, the C6 actually sounds good. And yeah, went from C2 to C6. Oh, you decrease physical resistance. Then one other one, right? Yeah, Timmer. Right, so... just because, you know, she's also got her test run, I should probably also just give a little tutorial on how to use her. Of course, this Furina... oh, she actually does have the weapon. But, yeah, C0, level 8 talents. Actually, stats are good. Health isn't amazing, but apart from that, it's actually quite good. Might not be as strong as my Furina, but this should give a rough idea of how to use her for anyone who doesn't know.
Shower me with praise.
So yeah, that's her main ability. It's these little minion things, salon members. So as you can see, my health actually decreases when they attack. And then when you do her charged attack, using her skill actually summons that thing instead. Which whenever you go to a character, it heals them, like this. But of course, as you can see, it doesn't do much other than heal. Which is why in combat, typically it's not recommended. The most effective thing to do is have them do this, and then use Bennett, for example, as Sire, who heals you. And then her burst does this. Does a bit of fire damage at first. But you see on the corners here, there's like these bubbles. That's the fanfare points I was referring to. And I mean, it says 1,387 damage there. If I wait it out, okay, there we go, it's gone. Okay, maybe not. I'm not really sure how to see the difference. Actually, wait, we remember it was on 1,287, right? So once it's gone up a bit, maybe? No? Damage increase, yeah. Oh, to anyone who's wondering what's going on, basically, it doesn't increase your actual attack on your stats, it just means you deal more damage. As in, it's not a stat you see go up on your character, it just does more damage. So let's see here, so... okay, yeah, it's not very easy to show, to be honest. Anyway, you just have to take my word for it that it really does help you do more damage. Also, for anyone who is wondering, I'll quickly show my stats here. So health, 38,000, 1,200 attack, 100 elemental mastery. To be honest, my crit rate and damage I've always wanted to be better, but it's kind of hard to get perfect everything. Energy recharge is high, and then I've got a bunch of high crit damage bonus. I used the next best, which as I say that I just noticed it's not even rank 5. I didn't even realise that. You do have to do a lot of fishing, to be fair. But yeah, this is one of the best 4-star weapons for her. So if you don't have a signature weapon, I'd really recommend this one. So, you know, just for any of you who didn't understand what I meant, this person over here, if you're not a high enough adventure rank yet, you won't actually have the fishing, and then you can get the sword here. You only get one of them, you can't have multiple ones. And you just have to find these, which are in certain areas. And I just realised, this entire time I could have gotten the rank 5. That was so silly. Because yeah, I felt like I must have had rank 5 before. I just must have not been bothered to claim the final one. For artifacts I used the golden troop set. And then for the stats, here you go. Then Constellations, as you saw me get, C2. And then Talents, I have all level 9. I could get to level 10 if I bothered to farm these. Also, a few other things I didn't really mention in the trial runs. So, when you use a skill, you can walk on water. You're quite literally Jesus. And, yeah, this in regardless of, you know, which, thing you do here, if that makes sense. And also, it does have infinite uptime. Unless there's some kind of thing that decreases your, increases your skill cooldown, maybe like maybe some kind of domain which gives it double time or something, because I know that is a thing. Maybe that would affect it. But usually speaking, it lasts for 30 seconds and the cooldown is 20 seconds, so there's a 10-second window of when you can activate it again. Oh yeah, just as another side note, don't do 2 Furinas in co-op, if you ever have that. Because I remember doing it one time, and whenever one Furina would, like, you know, get out their salon members, and then the other Furina would do it, the previous one would just disappear. So in other words, like, I suppose unless you use their bursts, like if you only use their bursts, it's pointless to have 2 Furinas. Anyway, just to see the difference. Oh, and I'm already losing health somewhere. So we should already see tons of bubbles the second I use the burst.
Let the world come alive!
Yeah, see, it's already quite a lot.
Strike a pose!
And then I believe we should also see my health go up. Oh yeah, look at that, 42. Yeah, you see it going up here? 44, 47. Wow, yeah. And then it goes back down once the burst ends. So, just for a bit of clarification, it is her regular maximum manfare here. Manfare, did I just say? Fanfare is 300. Because of C1, it will be 400. You start off with 150. So, if you get 250 more during the burst time, that's your maximum. Then, if you get any more above that, you will start having an increase in her max health for that time. Why do you want a max health increase, you ask? It's because of this. Because your skill does more damage upon your max health being higher. So yeah, here I can't really give a good showcase on the actual potential of C2. Right, so as a little test, this is the most stupid boss to fight with Furina. So I'll do it now. I'll get it dealing damage.
Temple of Wisdom!
Order guide you.
That's 116,000.
Now you shall perish!
And I missed my opportunity. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Anyway, you saw with Zombies burst at the very least, but it's actually quite impactful. Hello, future me here. I just noticed that before, I do have some past recordings of when I fought weekly bosses and other things like that with my regular team back before. Just as an example, I'm going to use the Raiden Shogun boss fight here. And I'll just have it where you first see my old recording of C0 Furina, and then afterwards you can see C2. And then after that, maybe I'll try and put them side by side so you can see a difference, possibly.
Stabilize.
There is no Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive!
This way is now.
The Temple of Wisdom!
I will have order.
Inazuma shines eternal. Weak.
Roll!
Absurd. The eye sweeps the lands.
Let my name echo in song! Share my knowledge!
Now you shall perish.
So I'm sorry if that didn't really help too much, you know, like seeing whether C2 Furina is that good. But at very least, if you didn't know how Furina worked, maybe that gave you a bit of an insight. Of course, there are many videos that out there that people have done on, like, you know, how to build her and all of that stuff. So of course, do go to those kind of things if you want your Furina to be strong. Like I've said in many videos before, if you want anything to base it off, I'd say my Furina is pretty good. I'd say her damage is decent, and these are, you know, the kind of things you might want to aim for if you want them to be good. I hope this might have helped a bit. Like I said, sorry about it being scuffed. So,
Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
alright, Furina. So again, if you find these videos useful, you know, these whole blank experience videos, do let me know.